For this final review, we will be learning about the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system, as well as parts of the brain that make the nervous systems work. Before we get into the details of the specific nervous systems, we will have to make an understanding of the nervous system itself, which consists of the brain, spinal cord, sensory organs, and all of the nerves that connect these organs with the rest of the body. Together, these organs are responsible for the control of the body and communication among its parts. The nervous system starts off within the brain. There are many parts to the brain, however, only some parts of the brain directly affect the nervous system, which allows it to work efficiently. The purple color seen on the brain is the cerebrum, which is the thinking part of the brain, and it controls your voluntary muscles, the ones that move when you want them to, and it's also the biggest part of the brain.
Okay, before we get into the cerebrum, the Rangers are still in and the Ducks are out. Okay, back to the review. The cerebrum is what should be appreciated on how I think and what I do voluntarily. So basically, how I act in school and everything, thinking wise, blame the cerebrum, not my fault. But what I do voluntarily, such as throwing the ball, I choose to throw the ball. So my muscles act up and it comes together so I could throw a perfect spiral.
The cerebellum, which is the green part of the brain seen on this picture, is a very important part of the brain. It controls balance, movement, and coordination. Because of your cerebellum, you can stand upright, keep your balance, and move around.
Okay, so basically the cerebellum is what makes me walk somewhat straight, I guess, somewhat, instead of walking like, oh God, oh no, oh no, and then end up falling. Also helps me be coordinated, so when somebody throws the ball to me, this doesn't happen. Like,
Another very important part of the brain is known as the brainstem, which connects the rest of the brain to the spinal cord. The brainstem is in charge of all the functions your body needs to stay alive, like breathing air, digesting food, and circulating blood. As well as it controls your involuntary muscles, which are the ones that work automatically, without us even thinking about it.
okay, for this part of the brainstem, basically it helps me do anything I wouldn't volunteer to do, but helps me keep alive. Such as, let's say I eat these marshmallows, which I really don't like at all. It's the only thing closest to me. So basically, I'm eating a couple marshmallows. Tastes good. I can move my hands like normal. But what's going on inside of me, digestion, I don't know how the intestines work or anything like that. It just keeps me alive, so I'm fine. That's in charge of my brainstem. My brainstem's doing all that. It's telling my stomach to digest the marshmallows, which then circulates my blood and does all that stuff that we have no idea what's going on inside of us.
Okay, after we got through the main parts of the brain, now you can see with this chart it breaks down the nervous system in two parts, which is the peripheral nervous system and the central nervous system. And as it works its way down, it breaks it up even more to the point where it's the other parts of the brain. In this picture, we basically have the functions of the nervous system, which is sensory, integration, and motor. This is how information gets from outside into the brain, which then goes through the chart that we just saw. So highly recommend when you have a chance to pause this video and read through this, as it will help in the next parts. The peripheral nervous system is under your voluntary control, which is the nerves that carry instructions from your brain to your limbs, for example, as well as controlling your muscles and joints. It sends all the information from your senses back to your brain, which then breaks down to the autonomic nervous system as well as somatic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is what manages some things your body does without thinking, like digestion and temperature control, which is orchestrated by the brainstem. The autonomic nervous system then branches into the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic division forms the body's fight or flight response to stress, danger, excitement, exercise, emotions, and embarrassment. This division increases respiration and heart rate, releases adrenaline and other stress hormones to cope with these situations. However, the parasympathetic division forms the body's rest and digest response when the body is relaxed, resting, or feeding. In return, it does the opposite of the sympathetic division by decreasing respiration and heart rate while increasing digestion.
Okay, so now when we get to the sympathetic nervous system, not sure if I said it right. This is when we start experiencing a fight or flight response. So let's say ball comes out of nowhere, you're playing football, and now you guys start running through. Adrenaline's gonna be pumping, respiration's gonna be rising, because now you're excited, you don't know what to do, you're gonna get hit, you're not gonna get hit, try to get out. So as you're running through, you get the touchdown and everything. Then you start going into a stage of parasympathetic nervous system. I think I said it right. Okay, so basically your body is going to be doing the complete opposite of everything. Respiration is going to start decreasing, you're going to start relaxing, you're going to start digesting again. Basically, it's a great feeling.
The central nervous system controls most functions of the body and mind. It consists of two parts, the brain and the spinal cord. The brain is the center of your thoughts, the interpreter of our external environment, and the origin of control over body movement. Like a central computer, it interprets information from our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, as well as from internal organs such as the stomach. So basically, this shows all the physical properties of the nervous system, unlike the peripheral nervous system.
Okay, so for the central nervous system, it basically uses our five senses, which is sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. So let's say a football is thrown there. I saw it, my body reacted, I grabbed it, or I could have just, let it go. Basically, it's there to protect me now. But the football hits me in the face. I don't want that. Nobody wants that. And then let's say ears. Boom, I hear a gunshot in the corner, It goes from my ears to my brain and tells my body probably I should run away from the gunshot because, it's going to hurt. And other senses like, let's say smell. I'm up here, it's midnight, my mom's not cooking, but when she is cooking, I smell something. Smells good, pasta, Italian, I gotta go down, I gotta eat. Without that, I wouldn't have ran down. And then let's say taste. Basically, I taste the food, I know it's safe, I enjoy eating it, I'm gonna keep going. And most importantly, touch. If there's something hot, like let's say a stove, I'm gonna touch it, I'm gonna immediately get off it because it hurts. Hurts a lot. Instead, I want to touch something that's soft, so it doesn't hurt. And of course, all these senses go from wherever they are, ears, sight, smell, taste, touch, goes processed to the brain, down the spine, and my body reacts to it, which basically protects me. And last but not least, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you know a little bit something. And most importantly, good luck on your final and leave a like.